for aira. And aira is an app that brings in visual interpreters through their app to help people who are blind or visually impaired see what there actually is in front of them. So, Marty?
Thank you. Good afternoon. And I do have a slide. Oh, here we go. We're ready. So, thank you so much for coming today. Very excited to be here. This is my first event since 2019, so it's happy to be out and about. This is great for aira. And today we're going to talk about what does visual interpreting mean for DMOs, and what is aira, and how are we helping make the world be a more accessible place for people who are blind or low vision. So I'm going to start by showing a few images. And so this is just an image top down of a large ramp facing left to right. This is another image of a long sweeping ramp, uphill, curving to the left. And this is an image of an outside of a building, again, another ramp. And so why I'm showing you images of ramps as a company that's building technology for people who are blind or low vision is to just draw the similarity between everyone knows that wheelchair ramps are the right thing to do and that they benefit all people. And so aira seeks to be that same solution for people who are blind or low vision. You install that wheelchair ramp and it benefits everyone. It doesn't benefit people who are just in a wheelchair or using a mobility device. It benefits everyone. aira is here to make this world a more accessible place. There are a lot of people, roughly 300 million worldwide, who are blind or may have low vision. That's why we're here. Our focus is on helping people get to school and stay in school, and then when they graduate, to find meaningful employment. The dropout rate amongst first-year students is incredibly high, and the national unemployment rate amongst people who are blind or low vision is also way too high. And so if we focus on these two things, we will hopefully, ultimately, lower those stats. So what are we, and how are we doing it? We simply provide access to information. So everyone in this room likely has a smartphone. You can all install the aira app for free, either in the App Store or the Google Play. I'd encourage you all to install the app. What it lets you do is it lets you in seconds connect with a live trained person who we call an agent, and that agent's job is to do one thing, and that is to take that location, that thing, that experience, that website, whatever it is that isn't accessible, and to make it immediately accessible to you just through the intrinsic skill of audio description. So right now, we're the only company who's doing this. There's a lot of crowdsourced apps, a lot of free apps that rely on volunteers who are very well intentioned. No one has a trained network of skilled professionals other than aira, 24/7, ready to answer calls from people who are blind or may have low vision. How do we work? So, step one, installing our app on your phone. When I register my phone number, I'm able to make a call. It takes about 5 seconds. The aira agent answers. Our agents are all over the country. They go through about a 30-day training. And then their job is simply to help you accomplish your task. So we're very action-oriented. Our agent is going to answer the phone and say, what would you like to do today? And so you're going to state what your task is, and that agent is going to go to work in order to help you solve it. It could be a document that's not accessible. Excuse me. It could be that you are in a location that's not accessible. I was just thinking of a great use case like the lunch buffet line and finding the end of that line and using my camera to understand what's being served. You know, maybe the placards on that table, while they're printed, they weren't in Braille. Maybe I came to the conference alone. I didn't have someone with me to provide that level of audio description. So many things are just so reliant on visual information. Aira helps get over that hurdle. This is just a quick video. Do I click play? Or you guys click play? Maybe it's not a video. Yeah. So I'll tell you what to expect when you watch the video. We built a clip at the start of the pandemic just showing how Aira could be used in the context of social distance. And so you think about everyone's weariness to be closer than 6 feet to anyone. Someone who's blind or low vision doesn't have that liberty of knowing, are they following those rules? Are they adhering to those standards? And the video basically shows Aira in many different situations, from grocery stores to a bank. Oh, it was a picture? Okay. And it would have shown you how the Aira agents interact with you in real time, and they can identify those circles on the ground that let you know if you are truly standing 6 feet apart. And really the intent of that video was just to show that our world is not built for people who are blind or low vision. It's built for people who have sight. And so the Aira agent helps to provide that necessary information to you to allow you to safely adhere to social distancing standards. How we are basically partnering with businesses is kind of twofold, is that there are physical accessibility barriers and there are digital accessibility barriers. And so physically, we might geofence around your location. So for example, we would geofence this property, this whole hotel, and everyone with the Aira app installed when you're here gets to use it, gets to make a call, and it's free. We also have offers that we built in our app for maybe locations that you can't or don't want to geofence, and I can activate that offer in the app. It enables my call and makes it free to me. We also have consumer subscriptions where you would just pick a plan similar to working with a cell phone provider. So we do have a customer in the room. We're working with Visit Mesa. They were the first DMO to partner with us, and I think what's so prolific about this is that if you're blind or low vision and you are considering going to the city of Mesa, or you live in the city of Mesa, you have access to Aira at no cost. And so the intent was really to be forward-thinking. So Allison and her team said, how can we be thinking of every possible roadblock, and how do we put solutions in place and make sure that those accessibility roadblocks are not ever met. And so if I'm sitting at my home in New Hampshire, considering traveling, I can use the Aira Access offer from my home computer anywhere, and the Aira agent is going to help me build and set up that whole trip. And then when I arrive on site and I'm exploring that city and all that it has to offer, wherever I need access to Aira, I can just simply get it. And that's at no cost to the customer. So that's what's really special about that, is that we truly believe that if I'm doing my job as a salesperson at Aira, that I'll work with more businesses so that people who are blind or low vision don't have to pay for access to our service when they're in a place like this hotel, or when they go to the city of Mesa. The city of Mesa knows it's important to provide that just as a courtesy. It's just the right thing to do. So just a quick logo slide from all the businesses that we're working with. So strong education focus, strong employer focus. Pre-pandemic, we had a huge transportation pipeline, which dried up literally overnight. Aira's in about 60% of every large hub airport. We're offered by entire transit systems. So I think our goal is to land and expand. It could be with the DMO first. It could be with an airport first. It could be with City of Parks and Rec first. The good thing to know is that we are available in any city, anywhere, any location, as small as a bus stop, as large as a city block. We're literally providing service for the entire city of Mesa currently today. So how do you work with us? It's really simple. We just set up an annual service contract It's 5K per year, unlimited usage, and that basically allows you to offer our service within and throughout your entire city for on-site trip planning, remote trip planning, and as well as anything to do with your digital experience. Our goal, though, is not just to partner with one org, it's to land and expand so that we have a network of aira-enabled access locations so that theoretically, currently we're in every Starbucks, every Target, every Bank of America. The more businesses who we work with enable those consumers to have to spend less of their own money to get access to the information that they deserve. Thank you.
Okay, Marty, I have a couple questions. Okay. Just so you're in all the Starbucks, right?
Correct.
And just so how do people know that you're in all the Starbucks and all these locations that you're in?
Good question.
And we're working with you because this is a way for destinations to basically work with one vendor to be accessible for basically everything in their destination for people who are blind, and with one vendor for $5,000. It's pretty efficient. And then what is how many, is it unlimited minutes? What does the consumer get for this?
Yeah, so your first question is, companies like Starbucks are marketing on really behalf of aira with Braille signage on the front door. We're working on a project with them to figure out how do we provide more in-store exposure. So perhaps Braille on the not the cup, but the sleeve that goes over the cup, so you don't burn your hand. I think word travels fast in the blindness community, and I think once we partnered with Starbucks, it became a fairly well-known solution. I think our challenge is how do we let people know? I think it's just continual awareness. We advertise in airports by using their audio announcement system. We advertise in airports using digital signage. So I think we're trying to be creative. I think people don't first think to market in Braille, but it's really important to know that that's still a primary way in which blind or low vision people are consuming information. And the second part of your question really is just, we desire to partner with every business, and I know that just sounds kind of large and nebulous, but if a consumer has to pay for a subscription and they're paying a monthly fee for access to minutes, technically, they should really only have to use aira in their own home. Once you step out your front door, you're soliciting something or somewhere. You're consuming. Either you're on a public street that your city maintains, or you're walking to your coffee shop, or to your Target, or to your Walmart. And so I think any and every business has the potential to offer our service just to truly keep the playing field leveled and to ensure that access to information really is equal.
So typically with like the model you've set up with Mesa, it's typically a flat fee of $5,000 or $6,000, whatever it is, and then the consumer gets 3 minutes. Is that 3 free minutes? Or?
So no, the consumers have unlimited usage of aira.
They do. Okay.
You can go to Mesa and make 1 call or make 100 calls. It could be 10 minutes. It could be 4 hours. There's no limit.
So how does that work out? The economics for that work out for you?
We know that the more important part is to partner with more cities. I'm sure if the model became financially not profitable for us, we would just talk to that city about maybe charging more. But right now we know that the barrier to entry is low, and 5K is a price point that we can support.
And so what about meetings and convention centers and that sort of thing? As a separate, does that include or is that, because we discussed this, that should be a separate, contract of some kind.
Yeah, I think what's included under the Visit Mesa deal was a first to act. So they got the sweetheart deal, and so the next city might not get as many things as we offered to them, but we're flexible. If you have a location that you want or need added, we're happy to do so.
Are there any questions out there for the audience about this? Oh, there's lots. So we only have 3 minutes, so I'm going to take the person closest to me.
Just real quick, how many active users do you have using the service?
So tens of thousands of users, and we're primarily only in English-speaking countries. We do offer service in Spanish. Our app is only in English, but our agents speak Spanish. And I think as of the end of June, we'll also support French. Again, app only in English, but agents who speak Spanish and French. Yes. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, I'll be quick. I'm Nate with Amelia Island CVB. How does Amelia Island sign up?
I can send you a one-page contract, you sign up, and we can literally have the access offer turned on within about 10 minutes. We could do it as we sit at the table today.
That's quite a call to action. Anyone else? Oh,
Shirley did, yeah.
Shirley.
Would you entertain as a test market working with a nonprofit for, our clothing optional beaches?
Certainly,
Yeah.
yeah.
We've got quite a network.
I'd be more than happy to chat, yeah, for
All
sure.
right, good, thank you.
So how would that work? Because they wouldn't really. They'd work with their. Yeah, I guess. Just trying to think about that. Blind people.
You'd just
at
be
these
holding your
beaches
phone.
and looking at.
That's
I
it.
didn't. Excuse me.
We wouldn't
I think-
record those calls. Those calls wouldn't be recorded.
Where do I apply? That's what. Anyway, any other? I think we've got 1 minute left. Nope, we don't have 1 minute left. We're done.
Thank you.
Thank you, Marty.